Welcome to another episode of Namsoli Explains with me, your host, Namsoli. Today, we're going to use the Charactermancer to create a character in Roll20 for Dungeons and Dragons. But before we jump into that, I would like to ask you to do me a favor and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about what I'm doing, things you would like me to show you. And if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. It'll help the channel grow if you like the content. Ring the bell too for notifications so that you'll be notified when a new episode is posted. And share with your friends. Let them know what I'm doing here so that they can learn as well. Thank you. And now, let's get to it. We will first start by switching over to the Journal tab, where we can then create a new character sheet by clicking on the Add button. This must be done by the Dungeon Master or the Game Master, and this will allow you to name the character. We will call her Runa, since that's the name of the original artwork I'm going to be using. We add it to all players' journals. That's my preferred method. That way everyone can see the character art and can see some descriptions in the bio and info area. The other tabs will be hidden from other players unless they can edit and control it. In this case, we will choose Namsoli Explains, which is my account here. And then if we wanted to add tags, we could put PC, we could put monk, since that's what I'm using, that kind of thing. We can also upload art ourselves, but I'll show you how to do that as a player next. There's also a hidden area where, as a game master, you can put notes that only you can see. We will save our changes, and you'll see that the journal gets updated and shows you the character sheet. We will now switch over to the player view so that we can see how a player would create a character using Charactermancer. So as a player, what we'll do is click on the Journal tab like before, and you notice there's a few less options up top than you have as a Game Master. Runa we'll click on, and then we could hit Edit and type up a bio, but first we're going to go into the character sheet. Now, you'll be prompted to either create a Charactermancer character, an NPC, or edit the sheet directly. We'll use Charactermancer for this time. If you'd like to see us do it another way in the future, leave a comment below and I'll try to do that. So the Charactermancer is the Roll20 method of helping you build a character. We will click Next. Note that this is more useful if you have a compendium with, say, the player's handbook and other books. But if you don't, you still will get the SRD options. In this case, we're going to choose a race. In my case, I would like to play a variant human. So we'll scroll down till we find human. And then alignment, I'm going to say lawful neutral, just because. Seems fun for a monk. Languages, I know a little bit about the background of this character, so I'm going to choose Celestial. The subrace will be Variant Human. That allows us to pick 2 ability scores to improve. Since it's a monk, I'm going to choose Dexterity and Wisdom. And then skill proficiencies, we will use one of these skills that you like. We can always adjust it later. We will say sleight of hand. And then choose a class. In this case, we will use monk. And skill proficiencies, we will choose acrobatics and athletics. Why not? And then we'll hit next. Notice it shows you your starting equipment, things about your special abilities at first, and then description from player's handbook. Ability score methods, you can choose the standard array, which allows you to pick scores that are 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8. You can do roll. You can do point buy. We're going to go with point buy for now. So we will do 10 for strength, 15 for dexterity. See if we can get by with 15 for wisdom, 10, 10, and 10. And I got 1 point left, so we'll bump Constitution up to 11. Then we'll hit next. For background, Hermit seems good for my character, so we'll go with Hermit. This allows us to choose another language. Since we chose Celestial before, we'll pick Abyssal this time. Life of Seclusion, you have these choices here. I just like hitting roll random for these. So we can go ahead and hit roll random for all of these. But you do have options to choose from if you would like. Equipment, it shows you some additional equipment that you get if you choose starting equipment. And then you can choose your starting equipment, either class equipment or starting wealth. I prefer class equipment. I'm going to choose a spear in this case, although I could have chosen any of these items. And then the Dungeoneer's pack or the Explorer's pack. And then it lists all the other equipment that you get from your starting class equipment and background. Shows you your hit points, and there is no magic in my particular case. Feats, I get a bonus feat since I'm a human. We will choose, let's choose Shadow Touched. Again, it fits in with my background. We will choose Wisdom, since that is one of my key attributes. And then hit Next. You will choose the age that you want, the height that you would like them to be at. And again, this is stuff that you can choose yourself. Weight is whatever you'd like to make it. Eyes, we will go with blue eyes. Hair is blonde. And skin, I like tan. She spent a lot of times outdoors. And we'll hit next. And then there's your character created. Hit apply changes, and now you have your character sheet. Next, we're going to add some character art. I almost forgot to do this, but I remembered in the end. So the first thing we do is go over here to the edit button and click on it. This will give us a slightly different view than what we saw as a game master. You'll see there's only the name, the bio and intro where you can put some background information about your character, and the avatar, which you can either click to upload, which we've seen in another episode, or drag in. I like dragging in. I have the art here off to the side on my other monitor, and I'm just going to drop it in here. Once it's uploaded, you hit Save Changes, and you can see the artwork for yourself. And there you have it. That's how you create a character in Roll20 using the Charactermancer. Next time, I will show you how to add a token to that character sheet, and let's make it work properly. See you next time.